Hello friends, welcome back to another session of my financial trading predictions and signals. Today is the 24th of April and you can see with your own eyes that so far everything that I predicted for this week has come to pass, except, well, kinda we got an uptrend on the 22 compared to the previous day, but I was expecting a much more productive day. It's kinda in a range for that day alone. So the other thing that I want to talk about is that we got a position which is extremely close, actually identical to the one that I talked about in previous videos. You guys remember that I told you that this week could potentially be one of the best performing weeks. So far it's looking like it. You can see it's nothing but green ever since the week started. Maybe there are other weeks that could be more volatile, for example this one, but the performance so far is completely green on this one, and we got 23, 24. One of these days I told you we will see an uptrend, a green day, and it happens today. So tomorrow we can see maybe there's the potential of seeing more volatility for tomorrow, but at the same time I don't think that's going to be the case. It could be kind of an exaggeration to see more volatility, so I think I'm leaning more towards seeing a more relaxed day, kind of like on the 22, like mostly in range, and like other days, for example, as well on the 20, yeah, on the 22, some parts of the 23. So yeah, I think it's going to be a more relaxed day. And finally, the last days will basically be among the next week just has 3 days of April, 3 market days of April. So I am really concerned about really the last days, especially the 29 and the 30 of April, because I could see another correction. If that's the case, we can see that technically April could end up being a red month. Okay, especially if we don't see any more volatility upwards either tomorrow or on the 28th. Okay, it could be possibly kind of in a range month. Okay, the position could be very similar or almost identical to the starting position of April basically, which is around here. And if we draw a line from the starting position to the current position, it's very close. So we'll have to see. But yeah, because the last week is going to be basically only 3 days, this is going to be the final session of my April predictions. If you want to see any other stocks or Forex indicators, whatever, that you want me to cover for May, all you have to do is write down in the comments what do you want to see and I'll check it out. So having said that, let's just go to the Forex chart. Okay, so Forex, you guys know it's a very volatile month for basically all Forex pair, including or pairing against the US dollar. So the chart that I draw is way down. I'll have to zoom out soon. So we saw basically the 21 was in range. That's kind of what we talked about in the previous video. The positions are very similar, the ending and the starting position. The 22 is a clear and very volatile correction. The 23 is also another correction. And right now, today, 24, we can see it's another day in range. The position right here, the starting one and the current position, slightly downwards. Okay, slightly lower than that. So very small of a difference. You can see it's actually basically nothing. So it's possibly going to be a range day, just like I predicted, because looking at the chart that I made, you can see very clearly that I told you that we will see either volatile days or range days either on the 21 or 22. We got a very volatile 22, very volatile correction, just like I told you, and a range for the 21. Another correction on the 23, just like I told you. I made several warnings the last week, that you should watch out for these days, because it's basically going to be the start of the weakening of this forex pair, the Swiss franc. Now for tomorrow, okay, so today is the 24th. We can see it so far a yellow circle. It's either volatility or range. We are seeing range today, but there's the potential of seeing a very volatile day tomorrow. And because it's on the green and on the red, that's the perfect pattern for volatility. So meaning that we could see some nice dips and nice corrections in that single day. Now for Forex, this is good because it allows us to basically do short and long in a single day with good profits, because it's going to be a volatile week, a volatile day. Now for the next days, 28, 29, I see potentially a very strong correction. 29 is also showing to be very volatile, so I will be wary about 28 and 29, because these days could potentially be very active. They could potentially bring nice corrections for short. And finally 29, 30, one of these days could be a green day, but I'm not so sure. I'm really not so sure, because it's not that likely. Okay, maybe it's going to be a relaxed day, maybe it won't be as bad, but I'm not really sure that we'll see a very strong uptrend. If we see, anyways, I think it's going to be more likely to happen on the 30th of April. Not so much for the 29, but we'll have to see. Anyways guys, that's all I want to share with you. Like I told you, this is going to be the last video of my April session, so I will make the predictions for the next month of May in the coming days, so you still have some time to submit your request in the comment section. Okay, all you have to do is write down in the comments what stock, what forex pair, whatever you want me to cover, and I'll check it out. So having said that, subscribe, like and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.